Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider 01, episode 14. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Makotoa.
That's right, because Alex is a sleepy boy. And he's probably asleep, I think, because we stayed up too late playing video games. But, we watched this episode yesterday so that you guys could respond in the comments down below. You guys responded. It was a little late, but we're recording this a little late, so we can get to them. Anyways, as for our thoughts, ooh man, in classic 01 fashion, you fall in love with a side character, and obviously he's gonna have to turn evil. But at least this time, he had a dope ass suit.
Yeah. It was one of those moments where as soon as he was introduced, you're like, oh no, he's got too much charisma,
Yeah,
and he's not human. Uh-oh.
I like this guy too much. What are we gonna
Dang
do?
it.
Yeah.
So continues with the trend.
Mhm.
We got a new power up. We also got a new weapon, and they all ended up with
Yes.
the person who it didn't start with. So he kind of stole one and then got the other one. Also, everybody
Pinata.
pinyated hard
Yeah, no,
this
it was
episode.
a fiesta
Yeah,
of flying falcons and freezing bears,
yeah.
what have you. Um, it was kind of funny how much, because like they hadn't done it recently, and then
Mm,
just suddenly everyone's losing shit.
yeah.
At least at the end when they killed Dodo, it made sense because they were all just sort of mounted on him. But when everyone was just left and right getting bashed in the
Yeah,
face, and I don't know, it was fine though. Pinatas serve a very important narrative
it
function.
does. Especially like I remember them in Build a lot, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
it happened, and then it just became a thing for Build, and I was just like, you know what? This reminds me of Build, and why is that a bad thing?
yeah, I know. And speaking of reminds me of build, looks like Dodo's suit is just Bloodstark's undersuit, which again,
Yeah,
not a bad
I
look.
knew it looked familiar. I was like, who is? It was either the early Rogue or Bloodstock. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Uh, aesthetics aside, um, it was a really great. It was a really great intro to filler, and I really wish. This is the Re-Soldier mentality seeping in.
Mm,
Really wish this was a filler episode because it actually informed us of like a little bit of the logistics behind a lot of Zero One's equipment, and they actually have to fly the motorcycle back up into space
that's
and
true. Yeah,
load it in there,
that
which
sounds so.
it's it's strange to me that if it's beamed down, it can't be beamed back up. Oh
Mm-hmm.
wait, no. That's the thing that just slams right through the. Oh, I don't know how this works. Either way, if they can beam an entire mammoth thing, or if they can beam entire objects to places, it should probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it felt like just a very creative way to get that. Like, I honestly really like the origin for these characters. I really like
Yes.
that there's actually like workers up in space for that
Mhm.
thing. Because oftentimes I feel like those things are just up there sometimes, and you'll never see it in
Yeah,
rest.
yeah.
It's just there for the cool factor.
Yeah, you don't see all the people behind it actually working to, uh, you know, run repairs on an actual satellite because
Yeah,
that's a thing that happens.
yeah.
It was weird to me that they would spend resources to give them helmets though, because in space he takes it off and it's like talks in space, which again I shouldn't complain about that given
Yeah.
that we are watching a tokusatsu show, but he was talking to his brother in space and he's like, "Wait, don't take your mask off." Why not? Why do you have them in the never mind.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
matter.
Ugh.
Truly does not matter. It's visual shorthand. It's just
Uh-huh.
weird that they made reference to it.
What if maybe they already had those astronaut suits and they were like, "Oh, we might as well pull them out."
Yeah, I mean, they definitely look like the ones they used in Forza and even probably even before that. But like, I thought for a second it was like, okay, so they can't talk unless there's air. That's how sound works. So it pressurizes so they can talk, and he takes it off and keeps talking, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's to communicate with potential humans on board, and then when he takes it off, he can only speak to human gear because they can transmit their. This doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Ultimately, doesn't matter. I don't know why I keep harping on this
Yeah.
one point. It was
I like the brothers. Also he ended up being a spy unintentionally, which
that I really wish they would have given us more time with. That's why, again, I would have felt better if this was a filler episode, because we not too much like with Nada, but a similar situation where if you give us some time with a little bit of status quo with this guy, we
yeah.
feel for him, we care for him, and then you rip it away from us with more emotional
Mhm.
weight to it.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have him around an extra episode.
Yeah, I mean, he was more charismatic than your standard human gear, even though you end up liking him anyway. But this guy, from the get go, he was likable. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a real shame. Um, and again, loving the neat nods that they're using the old human gear headphones. Um, that I'm certain shows don't always have that visual consistency, so I appreciate it whenever it shows up. I feel like it's one of those unspoken things. So
What
I
do you
want to give props to the prop department for bringing those out.
what do you think of the new power up? The new suit. What did he
it,
say? What did it say when he transformed? It was pretty short.
it was like prepare or you're going to die or
Yeah.
something really cryptic
And
for the wearer of the suit.
yeah.
It was pretty funny. I mean, I like the look of it. And you know, it, I'm my mind is like dialing in on the toy right now because like I've been working on video with it, so like it's seeping into my memory, and that toy doesn't look as great as the actual suit. But the suit,
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know. I'm glad he has another power up.
I thought it
Uh,
looked good enough. One thing I
I
wanted
find it
to
I find it weird that I mean, I don't find it weird. I know the show had to do it, but oh hey, Wolf. Guess
that
he's
means
getting
it's
it. I don't
mine.
care. Yeah, I don't care who made it. I don't care where this came from. If it has a wolf on it, it's going to this guy.
Well, no, see,
He
here's
should
the
have
thing.
known.
Here's the thing. It's the more important trend for his powers are, hey, you can't do that. Watch me.
That
That's
was fun.
yeah, those are the
I like
those
that.
because the like Majibura.net guys are like, you can't
It's
use
a
that unless you're
Shinrai Maji Buro.
yeah, exactly. He's like, watch me, or whatever the callback, and he's like, "Ugh, and then there you
Yeah,
go.
honestly, it's fine. Like,
It entertains
I,
me, so
I yeah, it was a little. I questioned the decision early on with that sort of thing. I didn't really care
I
much
half
for it, but
expected
now
it.
it's kind of like, oh, okay, this is the thing he does.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
accepting.
half expected it to be one of those things where he was gonna turn evil for a split second so that he could fight the main character, and then we'd get to have another battle between the two main writers.
I don't need it. I don't need that conflict, and I'm glad they didn't
I,
go with
uh,
that.
eh.
Oh,
The
also, speaking of those two, he was about to finish off his joke. And he said no.
yeah, that was
Love it.
that's the
Oh man.
conflict I need between
Yeah,
my two
absolutely love it.
main.
I want nonsense conflict between
It
my
was
main characters.
great.
Yeah, it was a good time. So I had a good time. You had a good time. Let's see what kind of time all the guys in our comments had.
Yeah.
Uh, so first up, Double the Unknown. Welp, I was busy watching Crisis to notice this episode came out. This probably won't be read. It will, and you gave a very good reason as to not commenting on time, so that's fine. Crisis is a good reason. But I feel like Hirobi is going to die soon since Jin is reaching sentience, and Hirobi has been kind of just standing around giving orders. Oh, okay. Well, that was a whole comment. I was expecting an entire thesis statement, but good job.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. I don't feel the. I don't hear the
Death
death
throes.
times
Yeah.
for Hirobi. Though I mean, like, not. Let's see. Die soon. I don't know. That sounds like an end game sort of death to me.
Well, we have at least 3 main villains right now because the Zaya guy is definitely going to be a villain.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that they probably should have fixed. Why is there something named Zaya and also Zaya? If they could switch that, that'd be great. Not switch them with each other, that would be worse. If they
Yeah.
could switch a name, probably Zaya, that would be fine. Don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Um Yeah, I don't know. Hirobi seems pretty benign. He's moving the plot forward, and he just got a 3D printer, so I hope he does well with it.
You're right.
As a fellow new 3D printer owner, I wish him good luck. So I hope he doesn't die.
He's gonna make some cool toys.
Exactly. It's what we all should do. Guys, we had another comment from Rockman Fan 100. Shining Hopper is finally going to be complete. I don't know if you are responding to the previous episode or what, but
This is correct.
what?
It is complete.
It was complete, unless you're talking about Assault Hopper that's coming up next week. Did I lag out just then?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. So unless you're talking about Assault Hopper, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
yeah, that was it. That was all our comments. Guys, thanks once again for interacting with the show. Makes us very smiley. And send love to Alex in the comments down below because he's a sleepy boy and he had work and he also had, I think, school stuff happen. I don't know. It's a very stressful week for him, especially coming up this weekend. So send him some love in the comments. And let him know that Pringles are a real chip. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See you next time.
I left our Pringles conversation. It fit perfectly in the last 20 seconds. Yeah, definitely show them the Pringles tube with your camera blurred and when the end screen is up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
3 times.